Hello everyone, it's another beautiful Monday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Mariah Afolabi Brown. As always, I have my lovely co-host here with me. Hi ladies.
This is your
You ain't got to see my face.
The
It's
swag
Christmas.
of your cap has covered your entire
Swag
face.
Alicia's going. Hi doing Nima.
Nima, what
How's
a
your
weekend.
weekend?
What a weekend.
Me too, what a weekend.
The baby's Imran Sayed thing and the big baby fell in.
Oh.
And they will not go to the hospital even though they can drive themselves.
Yours was a tiring weekend. This is a groovy weekend.
How people enjoy themselves. I don't worry, maybe 2018 I'll get in the group.
Hey, yeah, we can't wait.
Why do you need 2 years?
Because at least the boy
At least
was
at that stage you can tell them go to grandma's place.
I hear you. I'm there too now.
But
so
their
I'm feeling
big
what you're
baby,
saying.
why? Just go to the hospital for God's sake.
Are you serious? Don't everybody,
All the
everybody
babies.
that they call it.
He's the father of the
Yoga.
house.
Yoga.
Just get up. I'm not feeling fine. And he was just there. Okay,
They're
what
like
do you want
that.
to eat? I don't want to eat. What do you... Oh, God, what
Oh
is
my
it?
Trust
God.
me, my husband is like that. too.
My legs
When
were,
he's
I was
here.
tired and he just wasn't seeing it. I just kept saying, just move now, try help yourself.
My husband have small, common malaria. Father,
Malaria is not common.
I don't want to die. No way, you're not gonna die. You're just gonna use anti-malaria and you'll be good, right? Like, take it easy.
Malaria is not common. It kills people.
Yeah, I'm saying, but come on. Anyway, Topsy, how you doing?
Good. Busy weekend too. Had a great time at Hair's Holding Party. I got in
Yeah,
touch
on
with
Saturday.
AJ. She's with doing very well. Was happy to catch up with her. It was fun. But this weekend, what stood out for me was the party of the century, or the party of the year, or the party of the decade. Zahara. Or
Zara.
Zara.
Wedding. Zara's wedding, Zara Buhari's wedding to Redeemi was the hottest thing. There was a video by Atobi Photography, and the video showed that Olamide performed. Everything at that wedding, it was as if it was a themed wedding. Everything was pink and floral. Like, I could imagine the cost of decorating the place, of lighting the place.
Anyway, we'll talk about that one because
And of the spending the money. Like, literally spraying. Mariah was like this. She was like this.
Wine reception.
Yes.
it's a
she.
private party. Mind your business.
They shouldn't
Wine
have put that
reception,
video
Abby.
outside because
Okay.
I saw the video.
Alright.
It was paining me in my...
I didn't invite you.
No, that's the
That wine
governor that is
reception.
telling us to tighten our seatbelt. And
that's-
everybody
it's the governor that was doing
the
like that.
president that was telling us, and his daughter was doing like this. Literally like
Mind your
this.
business. Let's go to Jumoke. How you doing, Jerry?
Well, she voted Buhari, so
She should be paid.
a hailer turn
She should be
whaler.
paid.
She should be paid. When I was warning you people,
I don't know. We will not hear what they were talking
I did not expect any better.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was great, Mariah, and it's a fantastic day today because it's my brother's birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
Happy
brother.
birthday, Laulu. Well, he's a very young man that we are very proud of. He opened his own pharmacy. He's a pharmacist, works in a pharmaceutical company, but opened his own pharmacy this year in the year of recession. I just blessed God for his life. Happy birthday, Laulu. May God continue to strengthen you.
Me, I must say my own.
Yes.
I went to Lagos State Party yesterday. That our governor, that man they rock. With his wife, two of them. You see, even your House of Assembly, the speaker, Jehovah, that man did not leave the finance one. He was just dancing. And Governor Bonito was just, they were just, all of them, all your guys, all our politicians.
Work hard,
What?
play harder.
They really played.
Work hard,
They really
play
played. I
harder.
saw him that.
I just feel
Governor
bad I
Ambode
was
did
not
leave
invited.
the dance floor.
The one that is
Yes,
paining
so,
me was
Oga-
that I did not get invited. Because me
Yes.
too, I like to power.
Yes. So
And we have been
decided
working
also-
hard all
we
through
really
this
wanted
year.
all the ladies to come for this party, but you know.
What's your Lagos State has, I don't know, Lagos State has money now. There's no problem with the spending.
Listen, that party was party. You know, there's party and there's party.
Tokwe just shot herself.
That what happened?
Lagos State has
Lagos
money.
State has money, so they should spend it.
Federal does
Ndimi
not have
has money, but he
Federal-
shouldn't spend it.
Federal-
Zara shouldn't throw it like
Federal-
that.
Is that is
Sit down well, sit down
Zara
well.
Buhari is a
Listen.
daughter of the president. You cannot be the daughter of the president.
Well,
Well,
yesterday's
it
party wasn't that lavish though. It was just fun. Lamide was there too.
Fun.
King Sunny Ade. I mean,
wasn't about the money. This was the lavishness.
yeah.
It was the spraying of money, Mariah. I'll send the video to the group. You see the way they were just spraying money.
Anyway,
Please.
we have to go.
We are sober in
It's
Oshu.
illegal.
We are sober in Oshu.
You know, your governor was
Oh,
there.
halfly.
Rauf was there.
He was there?
Everybody was there. Parry. We are all parry.
Mariah, take over.
Yes, he wasn't lounging. He was parrying yesterday. All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take a front pages of the newspaper. Let's be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
All right, let's start with the punch this morning. Governor Modi says to greet all of you.
Our regards to him too.
Buhari orders AGF to probe SGF Lawal others. Any official liable won't escape prosecution. Picture with the orchestra at the event yesterday. Forbes names Dangote, Putin, Trump among world's most powerful. Undergraduate impersonates U.S. female artist. Dupes 33 lovers. Sacked members, Nupeng threatens 3-day strike in January. Saraki Sheriff hold closed-door meeting. Budget padding indicted ministry officials posted to cash office. Police to demand Wike's call data for rerun probe. And gunmen kill 18 farmers in Taraba. This boy-girl thing.
Yeah,
In fact,
his name is
Who would that
Oluwole.
say?
And the person that he is impersonating is a makeup artist that I follow on Instagram. The
Sheila.
girl is Sheila, is very shapy. She lives in Los Angeles. So she's like, all her pictures are very, very showing off all she has. Now, this guy, Oluwole, is a 100-level student in Institute of Journalism. And he created an Instagram account. Black Barbie doll, and post pictures of Sheila, claiming that he's Sheila. He said that when he receives phone calls, the issue is always that he tries to form being feminine. But to correct that, he downloaded a Google app that transforms voice from male to female. So when he's talking on the phone, you think it's actually a girl that is talking. He was able to scam someone of ₦1 million, lie to the person,
That's my
a
own
guy.
problem, Tokwe. How would you cover the millionaire to give somebody you just put on the phone?
That is why people are posting naked pictures
I'm
now.
saying,
Because
like, the guy said, she said that she had a store in VGC.
No,
She wants
she's
to
building,
renovate.
she's renovating a
her
store in VGC and she
it's
needs
like a
money.
millionaire. I said, now some people it's easy to just send millionaire
like
to somebody.
Someone you have not seen, no.
Ever.
500,000 naira party
Yeah.
that he had recently
At, one club in-
from this job that he's doing. This
Men,
job
and
he
sometimes
created.
mine acts very funny.
One even sent him
Your wife might be
100K.
asking you for 1 million
Buy
naira.
your wife a car, you will refuse.
Yes,
Oh.
exactly.
Buy them 1 million naira jewelry. You not send 1 million naira to one girl that wants
That
to
you have never met.
Ever
over
met.
men.
Never met.
Men. Moving on to the nation.
Do they not deserve it?
The nation. Buhari shuns lobbyists in battle for Mago's job. 10 ministers likely to go in reshuffle. President orders probe of corruption allegations. Assailants kill 20 farmers on Taraba's Peace Day. Okay, the nation actually won about 13 awards. I think Punch won about 2 awards in Punch. I forgot to mention that. So 10 ministers likely to go for reshuffling next year.
That's
It's
what
about
Nima.
time.
it's saying. My own concern in that story is the Magu story. The Senate recently turned down his approval, and the president people have been lobbying to fill that position. But the Presidential Committee on Anti-Corruption is saying that to retain this man, they must have seen something important in him. To make them insist on the president keeping him.
to you. So you
Keeping on
trust
to him.
Professor Sage so much?
Me, a Nigerian law graduate,
Lobaton.
trust Professor Sage so much, and I'm sure that he will not disappoint.
So we have former ministers, governors, and other politicians trying to lobby to get their own nominee
To
to
replace
Magu, but he's saying, the president is saying no. Let's move on to, you don't want to talk about the ministers to be reshuffled. Let's move on.
I'm going to
Papers.
pick it in other papers. Yeah.
Vanguard, very quickly, Buhari orders probe of SGF, Chief of Staff and others. Let's see. Bank of Agriculture to publish list of loan defaulters. Stock market rebounds as investors gain 468 billion in 3 weeks. Okay, we're talking about
yes.
Buhari already.
No, we haven't. So, President Buhari is going to, well, that's what his special
Spokesperson,
advisor
yes.
on media and publicity, Gabashe, was saying that in January 2017, he may be reshuffling his cabinet. Some of the ministers will be swapped. Am I talking about the reshuffle or
Yeah, but go ahead.
others probe of okay,
Let
let
me-
me quickly take the major headline, which is that President Buhari has ordered that the secretary to the federal government, Babache Lawal, should be probed. You know that the DSS came out with a report that was sent to the Senate saying that he was culpable in corruption allegations against him. Now the president is asking that he should be probed, and that's what that article was saying.
Okay. All right, moving on to Daily Sun.
Not just him.
All
the
top
top
officials,
all
yeah.
the top officials.
That the
should get
AGF
probed.
should take it up.
Culpable
The chief
or
of
found
staff.
in corruption one way or the other, and specifically those that have been allegations have been raised concerning them,
Okay, moving on to-
including Abba Kyari.
Daily Sun, Buhari orders SGM Agus probe. We talked about that already. Ekweme may be homeless next year. UK expert raises the alarm over erosion threat. Nupeng begins 3-day strike on January 9th. Unconfirmed report indicts Shekau's capture. Indicates Shekau's capture. And cabinet reshuffle likely in first quarter 2017.
Yeah.
I know Jumoke when they talk about the cabinet reshuffle. Let's talk about that first.
But that's pretty much it. That by some ministers will be swapped, some of them will be dropped, and people are already saying that we hope that the sports minister will not come back.
No, but most importantly, I think it's too late. I wish that, considering the number of things that the sport minister was talking about has done wrong, it shouldn't even be, allegedly. For me as a citizen, I feel he's done a lot of things wrong. It shouldn't be like we're reviewing it. It should immediately have been said suspend.
Okay, I want to talk about Nupeng,
going on strike.
In support of sacked workers that the IOCs have been treating, according to them, treating badly. Nupeng should please, let it not be a January thing. We used to have this tradition of January strike.
So they don't want to, I was suspecting that it may happen in December, but they are now thinking of the people and saying, we don't want to use that usual hardship during the Yuletide. Let us postpone it to
now that it's
January.
In papers, we'll start to have, people start to hoard, and then, at the end of the day, it will finally happen. So they should please.
But they say they want to protest anti-labor practices by the international oil companies. I think our government, our Minister of Labor, Ngige, should address the issues before the strike commences. They're saying that from January 7th. So please, government, can we prevent this strike? We have been warned.
Yes,
talking about prevention. Talking about prevention, yes. The experts have said that,
yes. This is Oko community, Orumba North Local Government, Anambra State, may soon be washed away by erosion. Now, if you've seen documentaries about Anambra erosion, the gullies are really, really wide, and it is preventable. We have the ecological fund that could see to it. Now, maybe because a former vice president of the country's community might be going entirely, his house, particularly hometown, might be going entirely. We might see to this being done. We had ecological fund, which is specifically directed towards funding and preventing things like this. Can we see to it that the money is judiciously spent when allocated?
Our only working minister, Amina Mohammed, has gone to the
What do you mean she's the only working?
That's why
Jumoke.
Didn't you just say that?
Anyway, let's move on. We have to take our final paper. This day, presidency alerts Senate of cabinet shakeup next month. President orders AGF to investigate top government officials. Talked about that. Aero contractors to resume flights on Wednesday. Good one. Forbes names Dangote, Putin, others most powerful persons in the world. And 20 killed in Taraba ethnic clash.
Let's quickly take the Dangote story before we run off. Since 2013, Forbes has always listed Dangote as one of the top 100 people, most powerful people in the world. He has moved from number 70 from last year to 68. In fact, ahead of one, was it West African president? We're proud of Dangote.
Egyptian Prime Minister is number 1 in Africa.
And Dangote is number 2.
Yeah. And Trump is number 2 also. Putin is the most powerful in the world now. And Obama is 48th.
I look at, when I watched that, we still have a few seconds, and basis of making Putin most powerful is the fact that he is showing off the power.
Yes.
And we need to ensure that that is not what we are encouraging. Putin annexed Crimea, Putin is fighting war in Syria, all these are his show of power. It shouldn't make him powerful, it should make him be looked down upon. But congratulations to Dangote, we need to have more Dangotes in Nigeria. So we need to have more Dangotes
contractors
in Nigeria.
finally to resume flights, because that's good, because this Christmas time people are traveling all over the place. So from Wednesday they resume their flight schedules, so we'll see how that goes.
Safe flight, safe.
That's all we can take on Front Page Review. Today's Monday. It's all about the FRSC today. The ban on petroleum tankers. At night later on, we also have somebody from the Road Safety Corps to come and help us how to drive safely in this festive season. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Thanks for staying with us. The Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, has reiterated its total ban of petroleum tanker drivers from embarking on night journeys across the country. The ban is to commence from Monday, December 19th, and efforts has been put in place to impound any truck found contravening the order. According to FRC Corps Marshal Mr. Boboye Oyeyemi, enough is enough. The effects of crashes are quite unquantifiable on human life and the environment and to the entire economy. Now, what are your thoughts on this? It's your view. Call us on 070-8066-8014. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag your view TVC so you can read your tweets. Later, we'll have somebody in the house to explain further on this, but this is not the first time we're hearing about this. I mean, like, when I heard, I'm like, not today.
No,
one minute.
Ban, well, 2012, there was a rule, Lagos State's law, banning trailers from plying the route 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Yes.
So they're supposed to go by night. It was implemented in 2014 or 2015 when the trailer fell off Ojuelegba Bridge. And they said that, oh, let us prevent this happening during the day. Let them strictly stick to night time. Now FRCN is making, FRSC is making a law saying that they should ply the road during the day as opposed to night. Isn't that going to be a contradiction between the laws on ground in Lagos and whatever the federal government, the national is saying? Personally, I intend to travel, and my worry is that I'm battling bad roads, battling lawless drivers. I shouldn't have to battle trailers too. I think that based on my own knowledge and research of what I've done, that what causes accidents with trailers and all these articulated vehicles usually has to do with bad state of the vehicle condition, bad state of the road, reckless driving. So those three can be handled by the FRSC, talking to the organization, inspecting the cars, rather than saying that they should ply the road and join us during the day. And
also, let me let Nima come in.
Comment that the FRSC, if you make a policy and then something is wrong with it, you should change it. So the fact that they try to change the policy of drive at night, now drive during the day, is commendable. But then, I want to borrow from what Okpa has always said. Has anybody ever done what she says when she talks about psychological evaluation of drivers before they put them behind the wheel? I had a driver for 2 weeks that I had to go, and whenever he's on the wheel, it's like he's running a competition with everybody on the road. And I keep saying to him, I have a baby, me and another person in the car. When you swerve and you go this way, it's like you are putting us at risk, and you have escaped the car. Look at, there's a car behind us, right? Very close to the car. You are just driving. I said, no worry. If you bash my car, it go back. I said, please. The car in question is not even your own. Don't bash this car. This person, I felt something had to be wrong with him, because I will tell him today, he will do it again.
But the problem I'm having, Nima, let me touch to cut you off a bit, is that it seems as if our government always puts the burden on us all the time, or the people. Because let's use Governor Ambode for example. He lit up the express. Everywhere is well lit. Imagine all the express, all the major roads across Nigeria are well lit. You can actually drive at night. It won't be so unsafe for the trucks to drive. But instead of you to put the road, they put lights on the road. You're now saying, don't drive at night. We can fix the problem. Don't put the burden on the company or the drivers.
Lagos, where it's lit up at night, we still have trailers falling all over.
Not really, because you can see.
During the day.
The reason why they fall off, they can't see.
For me,
but they should have lights. I traveled to Owo recently. Nima, hold on, please. I went to Owo recently, and it was scary when we were coming back home at night that you see huge, very, very, like the articulated trailers, and they just have one small, like a bulb as torchlight. Some of them will have major reflectors, so that even if they don't have lights, it will bounce it off you. I think we should make it compulsory for them to have major sign lights and reflectors all around, decorating them.
That's already
let me hear from Jumake, but first let me take Isaac. Are you there?
Hello?
Yes, Isaac, thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
We can hear you clearly.
Yeah. I just want to make a little contribution to what you are discussing.
Yes.
Regarding the federal state banning the tanker driver from private roads in the night. Yeah. I think to me, night is safer for them to move around instead of the daytime. Because even in Cotonou, that is what is happening there. The tankers, the trucks are allowed to move at night free instead of the daytime. The daytime, the traffic is huge. The traffic is heavy. And to me, I don't think it's safe. And besides that, that does not even address the issue of what causes the accident. Because most of all those trucks we talk about, quite a good number of them to look at the drivers driving there, are just small boys. While the major owners, the major drivers that are supposed to pay, you see all of them sleeping most of the time, out over the truck to small boys to fly the road. And those are people who don't even have any experience whatsoever. They are just motor boys.
All right, thank you.
And besides, that is also why Nigeria should support the government to especially the Minister of Work, Transport, and whatever, and make it to concentrate on the rail line.
Thank you very much, Isaac. Thank you. Yes,
I agree with Isaac that having railway lines will solve all the problems that we're trying to solve, because right now I'm a little confused with the flip-flops in all of our policies. Oh, don't drive from 6 a.m. or 10 a.m. Oh, don't drive at night. Yes, I agree with them that without the expressways being lit, that is dangerous to drive at night. But then also, we see the amount of traffic that these trucks cause during the day, especially in Lagos when they're coming from the port. So is it safer for them to join, you know, huge traffic of commuters going and coming from work during the day? What I'd like to see is that whenever the government realizes that this is what we need to do, then we have effective implementation of those policies. Because going back and forth is a little confusing. I don't even know where we stand right now. What is the safest thing to do?
Okay, let me take this call from Ahmed. Ahmed, are you there?
Good morning. Yes, I'm here.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, Morayo, Jumoke, wow, everybody. I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
I'm your fans for a very long time. I just want to note one particular point. In this country, a lot of things is going on, and there is nobody monitoring all those activities. Go to our roads, the already existing ones. A lot of atrocity goes on there. And you see men that are supposed to be on duty doing their jobs, they will just walk by. Of recent, there was a day I was flying Lagos-Abeokuta Express Road, and we saw some set of people just came in there, started jogging the middle of the road. We were unable to stop them, and after some hours, they destroyed that place, and they left without even repairing it at all. And we walked up to the next bus stop. We saw some road safety men and told them that, go to so-so next junction, you see what is going on there. Do you know what they told us? They said their own duty is not to complain about that, just to monitor the road. So there is no monitoring. Everybody just do what they like. They give out instructions, they don't follow up. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ahmed. Interesting. But I see, I mean, as I said, the onus should be on the government to fix our problems, not always trying to put us on the side of the blame. Because I feel that we are seeing a practical example here in Lagos State. Things, yes, traffic has reduced because somebody thought of an idea of creating laybys where the buses will go. Somebody thought of an idea of let's light up the entire stretch so people can see. You are solving a problem. So once you do that, people automatically fall in life. They drive safer. They can see clearer. Yesterday, when I was coming from the party, I also want to take the back road. I said, no, let's take the express. It's lit. You can. He was really scared of that Ojota going down. I said, no, let's go. I've been there. It's nice. It's nicely lit. I felt safer. So that's what government should do. But not say, don't do this, don't do that. You can't keep doing that.
Took up the responsibility of lighting up even federal roads.
Because they're in Lagos State.
They're in Lagos State. Now, other states might not have the budget to light up those kind of roads. So and the federal government is burdened.
Light it up.
And federal government is burdened with so many things they need to do within the unavailable budget.
Okay, let me take this, Hassan. Hassan, we'll take a break. Hassan, are you there from Lekki?
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for calling.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
And you are welcome back, Nima.
Thank you.
Jumoke, Tope, and Morayo.
Hello.
Please, this issue of road safety, what they are doing is much more like cheap popularity by them. People should sit down, work very well. This is a product of lazy thoughts by the commandant of road safety by saying the truck should not drive during the night. There will be a problem. Let me tell you the problem. That is a problem. There will be a problem of fuel scarcity all over again. You understand? Let them concentrate on putting the infrastructures in place. Let them concentrate on their job.
Let people settle with the traffic issue on the road, do their jobs. There will be free flow of traffic. There will be synergy. There must be a synergy between the road safety, all the agencies. Settle with the traffic, with the drivers. Let us get to know the drivers that are fit to drive on our roads.
Yeah.
Let us get to know the bad eggs. Let us get to know the people that are constituting nuisance to us. Good morning. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks for calling. Let's do some tweets, please.
3 tweets quickly. Oluwatosin says, night is better. I think Lagos law is far better than federal government's own. Precious says, the railway needs to be revived in order to reduce tanker accidents. Omolaja says, this new FRSC law would be anathema to the existing laws in Lagos. Lagos would bear the brunt because most of these tankers load here.
Interesting. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about the road safety policies for festive season. Now, we have the Lagos State Sector Commander from the road safety here in the studio to answer your questions. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Wow. Gwaki, have you I did not. Yes, you did, Gwaki.
Look,
yes,
let me tell you what happened.
Yes.
She asked me how I was, and I said, I want to be like Uwa and Jumoke today. My day was great and amazing. Amazing. I had an amazing time. They just said that's Uwa. I said I don't know. I'm doing one.
Jumoke. Anyways, it's Christmas time, and I have a special gift. A special person. Merry Christmas, Julie.
Oh, very thoughtful.
Very nice.
Merry Christmas. Thank you. And my gift is for Burayo. Time to open it. When you see it, you love it. I hope you love it. It's something you like. Open it now. Bring it out.
Christmas is a season of joy,
Holiday greetings exchange,
of gift giving,
and of families united.
so forgive, tolerate, and share. As well. Right. Thanks for staying with us. Now, the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, has concluded arrangements to ensure safety of the nation's highways during the Ember months, according to the FRSC Public Relations Officer, Mr. Bisi Kazim. The Commission had started rallies and enlightenment campaigns at the motor parks, mosques, churches, companies, and all relevant places. Joining us on the show is the Federal Road Safety Corps Lagos State Sector Commandant, Mr. Hyginus Omije. Welcome to the show, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Good to be here again.
Yes, you can call us on 070-806-6801. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so you can read your tweets. Now, trying to drive safely in this Yuletide season, we're hearing new policies from FRSC concerning the Times trucks. I'll let Nima jump on the first question she wanted to ask. Yes.
Okay.
So how did you arrive at this new policy? Why the old one was to say don't drive at night and now drive at night?
Well, in recent times, we've had cases of incessant crashes involving the tanker drivers. And each of them had been very fatal. And we now had to do an analysis of when did these crashes happen. One thing in life is that change is inevitable in anything you are doing. I don't know why you call it a new policy. there is nothing new in what the commercial said over the weekend, because that statement was made over the weekend at Golden Tulip, where we had a interactive session. We engaged the officials of the Nupeng PTD, that's the drivers, and in that, even the officials themselves, the Nupeng drivers themselves, agreed that yes, this is the right step to take to curb the excesses of their members who drive at night. On their own, they have an internal policy, even within themselves, that their trucks should not be found on the highways at night, because over a period of time, we have looked at each time a crash occurs, you don't know what goes in. It's not just that you go and clear the wreckage and take the victims to hospital and all those stuff. You go back again and analyze that crash and see what was responsible. Then we have noted in recent times how the pattern of the crash, and we discovered that most of these ones we had occurred at night. Most of those ones occurred at night. Let me throw you back a little. About 4 weeks ago, you remember that the Baikara Bridge, that for 3 days we were sleeping under this thing, because when that crash occurred, the ripple effect continued for over 3 days in terms of the traffic gridlock that was associated with it. At what time did it happen? It was at night. During the wee hour, you woke up in the morning, you just heard that Lagos Ibadan was blocked.
This policy, is it for Nupeng alone? Or
it's not for Nupeng. FRSC had always advocated from time immemorial that driving at night is risky. Yes. But remember that we are in a democratic setting, that there are certain things you cannot even drive too far in terms of the fundamental human right of Nigerians. True. Yours as a regulatory body, yours as a safety agency is to let the people know what is good for their safety on the road.
But is the alternative better?
So it has always been there that you should not drive at night where you can avoid driving.
But is the alternative better of driving during the day? Is that a better option? Because there are lots of vehicles.
Well, it seems a little selfish, because in Lagos we know that these trucks driving during the day, they're going to cause more traffic jams. But also, if the roads were lit, this do not drive at night will not really matter, because it will be safe to drive during the day and at night. But how does this policy affect Lagosians? Our governor is doing so much to ease traffic, so that we are also able to ease armed robbery in traffic and all of that. Yeah. This new policy is going to affect us. Yes.
Again, you still go back to your new policy. It's not still new, as I said. Okay. We have always advocated that people should not really drive at night because of inherent dangers. And please, I want to appeal to Lagosians. Lagos is just one state out of the 36 states of the Federation, including FCT. You will not really use Lagos as a yardstick to judge every other state. I appreciate the commitment the Lagos state government has put.
But all the money is coming from
the economic life center of this country. What is, I mean,
you must give us
I agree. I agree. But then again, you remember that we all have to move at a pace that it should be. If you use Lagos as a case study with what the governor did in terms of lighting up Lagos, and a federal government will now light up all the. We have about how many federal roads in the country. You say you have to light up all those roads. Remember what it takes. If you go and ask Lagos state government how much it takes them to light up, because it was not power that they're not using it from the national grid to power Lagos. It is independent this thing of using generators to power Lagos and burning diesel and all this thing. How many states can really afford it? That's why I said using Lagos as a yardstick in terms of the lighting up. We will be playing the ostrich. The truth is, until the power supply really improves such that if you do those things, you can say you can spread it to all the parts of the country.
I have two questions. First one, still based on Lagos. Now, because we already have a rule in Lagos that says that trucks shouldn't move between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. Okay. The rule that you want to implement now, not new, but wants to be implemented from today. How would it affect that existing rule? What impact would this new policy have on our lives, when we know that when I'm driving now, I don't have to worry about trailer, but I might need to start worrying about trailers? And the accidents you're trying to prevent, are you sure we won't be having more occur within the metropolis in the day?
Look, the issue is when that regulation you talked about, the Lagos traffic law, I agree that every state has a right to have their own legislations in terms of what they think will help them, you know, safeguard the lives of the citizenry. Lagos State came up with that route. And particularly, you look at Western Avenue. I know that it's in Western Avenue that between 6 a.m. and this trucks should not ply those roads. But ask yourself, in practice, were we really able to really even implement it? No. That is the truth of the matter. Because of, again, the peculiarities of Lagos. Some of these things, there are so many variables you need to put into consideration. If you say they should not ply within this period of the day, question, when do these trucks load? At what point in time are they expected to leave their tank farm where they are loaded? If you look at that restriction, you notice that we were not really able to really implement it, so to say. That's the truth of the matter. Okay, you still kept on seeing these trucks. Rather, thank God I've been in Lagos and I was part of so many things in terms of seeing how we can really. I remember that in one of the committee that I was a member, what we came up with that instead of all this issue of this, the problem was in climbing the bridges because of the age of these trucks. They get stuck somewhere along the line, and we're having those crashes we're having. All those crashes we had was all, you look, it was tripping over the bridge. So what we did was come up and look at the Lagos route, actually, and reroute the trucks, how they can really go without climbing any of the bridges, yet they will get to any factory or to the tank farms or to anywhere they were. That was what was in the past, because that sounded more practicable than just saying don't go at this one. Because if you look at, let's be honest, we were not really able to implement it.
I think from our end, it looks as though this is a choice between two evils, because driving during the day or during the night at the same time is the same result. Either during the day you have that gridlock, or at night there are no other the other regular cars are out of the way, they are on the freeway. Hang in there. Yes. The real solution is the rail system. That's the long term. Yes. So can we retain status quo until we have the rail system? Because either doing the day or night or whatever the case, it's not going to solve the problem. It's either taking one problem to during the day. It's still going to be probably problematic for Nigerians, for citizens driving to work during the day.
I like what one of us said. He said, let us not be selfish here. You see, when we're just looking at, you are looking at, you are looking at just Lagos. You are just concentrating your attention on Lagos, the gridlock, the this. But then again,
Mr. Omeje, can you do this your federal law and exempt Lagos? Because Lagos is working.
I'm saying we are okay.
But I want to...
Morayo, let's be very, very decent here.
Yes. Fair.
I agree with you to a reasonable extent in terms of this gridlock you're talking about. Well, your own is you are consigned the gridlock this will put on this thing. If we are looking at the solution, long-term solution, I heard somebody, one of the callers said, the rail system.
Yes.
And the government is working towards that. You know that the rails are being rehabilitated. Remember, the destruction that has happened did not happen today. And it will also take us time to come over all this. But if we must also look at Morayo, the issue of the traffic gridlock in Lagos, not only that we have to look at this rail system, but all of that mode of transportation, intramodal transportation system that will really work for Lagos, but we also need to look at the way and manner. Have you imagined the vehicle occupancy ratio in Lagos? Morayo enters her car
by herself.
But only her. And she's on the road. You enter, only you.
By herself.
We should come to a level where we should be embracing...
car sharing.
No, it's not even real car sharing, but you should embrace urban transportation.
Okay.
There's one area that Lagos have done very well, and I think we should encourage the citizenry to do look, let's embrace the park and ride policy so that we can reduce the number of vehicles on the road. It will go
coming back to putting the burden on the people. Yes,
exactly.
I was going to ask you, in your... Because of the position you hold, you've said you've met over time with some groups, you're paying drivers and all that. What kind of character do you think, can you say that, are these tanker drivers over time since you've met them? And what has the FRSC been doing to, psychologically put these people in the right frame of mind to get a car on the road and consider other people?
Great question. We'll take that after the break. We'll take that question. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. All right, so the mental stability of our drivers, yes.
I'm happy you asked that question. And I want to tie it to something that one of our callers had earlier said. Do you know what we've discovered? In our engagement with these tanker drivers, we discovered that what causes most of these crashes is that somewhere along the line, the real driver relinquishes the responsibility of driving to the motorboy. And the motorboy is now the one that is driving. And funny enough, when it happens, we discover that the drivers escape and the rest of us are the one that is suffering. In terms of what we have been doing, we've been doing a lot. You recall that this incessant crash started last year, March, in Onitsha, when a tanker just went into Opiweka. They ran there and crashed into that place, and a lot of lives were lost and so many vehicles destroyed, about 40 or so vehicles destroyed. Now, what we did was to start a reorientation program in partnership with Nupeng PTD. We're working in collaboration with the Nupeng PTD. We started a training program. The commercial flagged off that training program in Lagos here at Orile, at Tinubu Park, at a trailer park in Orile. And he took that campaign and that training exercise to all the 6 geopolitical regions in the country. And thereafter, we at the state level, we kept on engaging the union officials with their members with a view to keep on reorientating them. But again, this is a very unregulated sector. A very unregulated sector in the sense that you hire a tanker driver today, perhaps before you know it, is already sacked, and he brings in another.
Let me take this call, sir, from Bolaji. Bolaji, are you there from Ikorodu?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
I really want to say good job to you guys. I mean, you are doing great. And I'm happy that a road safety officer right there. You see, I'm opportunity to work in many countries. And when you take the Nigerian driver license,
we're talking about getting the driver's license.
I want to talk about the driver's license.
He was getting to the issue of it. And let me also use that to say, because part of the things we did, we have about 150 desk officers of FRSC that were posted to all the tank farms in the country. That is where these trucks are really loading, so that we can ensure that the minimum safety standards are maintained from the loading bay before they can come out. Hold up, I'm coming. In the analysis that we did of all the safety checks we did, we discovered that the greater percentage of them did not even have the prerequisite to even drive those trucks, which is the driver's license. So what we did again is to even soften it, make things more decent, is we had to designate driver's license centers for these Nupeng PTD drivers, so that you come with whatever you have. Some of them have fake ones, the ones that does not exist in our database. The VIO subjects them to some tests, at least routine checks in terms of their knowledge of the traffic rules and regulations. Then we've now simplified the process, because that center is dedicated to them only, such that they will not complain that it is because the queue or whatever. These are part of the measures we have put in place to ensure. So we started the issue of reorientation. We started ensuring that they have their driver's license and all that. Then we have also discovered they have their internal VIO. The commercial did engage them recently. During that engagement, we said your internal VIO system should be more up and doing than what they are doing. Because what we are doing now is that at times when our men say this vehicle is not, it should not go. Like you mentioned the short tire, we said this vehicle is not going. You see, it's a union thing. They just come up again.
Let me pause you for a second. Let me take Laja Martins. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Please go ahead. Thanks for calling.
Good morning, ladies.
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir. Go ahead, please.
My own take this morning is not on all what we have been talking about. I just want to ask Mr. Umeje. I want to ask him why road safety people have to carry guns. I heard in recent times that you will be carrying guns.
All right.
I want to know. We already have...
Point taking, Mr. Laja Martins. We're running out of time, so I have to cut you off, but I got the question. Yes.
So the guns.
Thank God that it came. It was it went viral about 2 weeks ago that FRSC. Please let me use this opportunity to clarify issues. As we speak right now, FRSC have not started carrying arms. Nevertheless, if you go to the FRSC Establishment Act 2007, it is there that we are permitted to carry arms, but we have not started carrying arms. The procedure of carrying arms is not what you wake up one day and say you carry arms and give an organization.
So you are going for training first?
There are some of us have been trained already, both locally and internationally, on the issue of carrying arms. But again, there are still hurdles that you need to cross. The security system in this country is such that you don't just wake up in the morning and carry guns and give to any agency that you see that is armed today. They went through processes. FRSC is still in the business of going through those processes, and we have not completed it. When we complete it, I remember why the press took the court martial out of context. We were looking at this year alone, 70 of our personnel
were killed,
hit and run in the course of the duty.
And because they jumped before the car. I've seen it happen before.
It's not about jumping.
Literally jump before the car to try and stop the car.
It's not about jumping in front of the car. The man is why did you put the man on the road to go there and be drinking decapitated coffee? You did not post him there to go and you post him there that he will maintain law and order on the road.
Okay,
and if you sight somebody violating, you raise your hand.
Mr. Omeje,
you raise your hand, the man increases his speed. Is it fair?
Mr. Omeje.
These people are children from the families also.
Are they going to be using the guns to stop vehicles now?
Hold on.
Okay, so hold on, sir. I have several questions and we need to run off. The policies you have on ground now, for instance, speed limit, you are unable to implement that. Moses Hassan is saying, well, nobody has ever stopped me for overspeeding before, and I do overspeed sometimes. Moses Hassan was saying,
this is a personal indictment. I will be on the lookout for you.
Moses Hassan was saying, please, Commandant, what is the work of all these people on the road? Please, VIO, FRSC, everyone is asking for papers. And then, what are the policies for the Yuletide? So, 3 questions in one as we run off.
Okay. All the agencies, all the traffic management agencies, everybody have its own statutory duties. The VIO primarily is responsible for ensuring that the roadworthiness of the vehicles on our road, that they are superb.
Okay.
They ensure that before you put a vehicle on the road, it has to be very, very roadworthy.
Okay.
You know, sound to be on the road, because part of the problem we are discussing is still boils down to the state of the vehicle. But in the course of that, they are also permitted to ask for every other paper you are holding, your vehicle license, your insurance, and all this. These things are road tax that you must just comply with. Secondly, the issue of speed limits. Every road in Nigeria has a speed limit.
You can't see it. When you travel abroad, it's visible. You can see it in every single 1 kilometer. I can't see it.
You can't see it in Lagos?
Yeah, I've not seen it before.
It's there.
No, but they just started putting it. I thought Mainland Bridge has 80 kilometers per hour.
That Mainland Bridge is different because Lagos State, don't you see them?
I don't know when last we went through Lagos, Ibadan. Those signs are coming back.
They are coming back.
As the roads are being rehabilitated, they are being complemented with signages. It's part of the contract, and the government minister for
we have to round up, sir.
What's your Yuletide? Yes. Well, mine is that road safety is a shared responsibility. All this trading of blames, you discover that by the time, if we have all the time, it boils down to us. It boils down to our attitude that we put on the road. I will advise motorists that at this period, please let us not overspeed. For my sister that say he has been overspeeding and nobody has stopped him, well, if road safety does not stop you, one day crash will stop you.
God forbid. God forbid. Jesus Christ.
That's why you must
Anyway, we have to round up, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, then the issue of overloading at this period, please. We should not overload our vehicles, and don't allow yourself to be the overload. Then you want to go and then don't use this cell phone while you are driving. It amounts to distracted driving. We are in festive mood, but that does not mean that we should right?
All right, we need to round up, sir.
Alcohol. These things are basic
We need to round up, but we'd like to advise
okay.
Rotate that if there's a gridlock in Lagos, there's a ripple effect on other states' economy because people are loading from here to there. So if you cause a gridlock during the day, Ogun State, Kwara State, all of them will not get the materials they need. So please, rethink this during the day thing. So please,
exempt Lagos.
Ask our governor how about the first if it is
it's okay with you.
Okay. The safety of our lives should be more paramount.
Now so, all right, that's what we can take on the show. And Christmas special is on Friday. Please, if you are interested, send your name to youth@tvcontinental.tv. All right. Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.